Hey Aquarius, how's it going? What you up to? It's me, Archer, and it is time to do your everything energy check-in for you and the one on your mind, pulling on the current energies for at this point, it's the third week in October. And I know I just did a reading for you on Monday. It's in the October playlist, but we're making it to all the signs read by Friday evening. And I'm proud of that. My Virgo rising is proud of that. So thanks for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. All right, whatever message comes out, I will convey it across to you, good, bad, or indifferent. Do not worry when you're with me. I'm your ride or die. I got your back and I'm the crystals. So think about your person and God, tap me in, tune me into Aquarius energy. Hey, Vanessa, what's up? Howdy, Melissa. How you doing? Hey, Janet, how's it going? Yeah, when I say howdy to you, my southern twang comes back. I miss Nashville. All right, let's keep going. Anyways, ma'am. Nice. The Lover's card just popped out with the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which tells me they made the wrong choice. All right. Whatever they've chosen, yeah, Two of Wands into the Sun card, they knew you were the good choice. That explains what came out for me when I was meditating on your energies to get the title, how the title to me comes as words and it starts rolling together as I meditate. And they don't want to let you go, even though it seems like they have. Interesting. All right. Tap me in, tune me in, God. Give me everything you got for Aquarius energy, please, and thank you. What do we have for Aquarius? All right, here we go. Give me 2 shuffles for Aquarius. Let's do it to it. Ready? 1 and 2. Cool. Let's love this deck for the amazingly auspicious Aquarians. Here we go. Ooh, look who's back. I love it. That always happens. Cards that pop out during a shuffle, always coming back. That's a good sign into it of connecting into the energy. And for you, it came back as the overall choice, literally, with the Lover's card. Back in the days of Tarot de Marcel, this was known as the choice, but it's major arcana and Gemini energy. Some of you guys might have some strong Gemini in your chart. However, the confirmation on this here, this is about the choice that you and your person, all of us, every human, our souls have set with God, that he has been lining the footsteps up for our original blueprint, all right? So let's find out why everything's been happening to you, because with the Lover's card, oh my gosh, I don't think this has ever happened. Every card that showed up in the preview literally came back in order of appearance too. So we've got a lockdown on this one that they completely regret whatever they picked over you, whether it was just staying single or somebody else or whatever else or a vice, they regret it. So let's find out, all right? Because talk's cheap. Let's see what we got for action, shall we? All right, start with you. Current conditions at Aquarius. You get to go first. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. That came out for your title card. If the Justice card shows up, this is going to be so cool. Page of Swords and the Empress comes out. Interesting. It seems like you're really working on establishing yourself or making a name for yourself lately, but your life has been presenting you with a lot of anxiety due to a lot of things that seem to keep going wrong or getting you scared and nervous. Like some of you guys might have recently purchased a new vehicle or consolidated on your money. Whoa, for no Pentacles, it seems like right now a lot of it's about your own personal stability, where you're really trying to get checks and balances and stuff in. Some of you guys might even be learning about whatever it is you're looking into. Like, for example, let's say you're looking into getting a new car and you're online Googling, searching, what's better? Do I want the Lexus? Do I want the Grand Cherokee? Might even be something related to your work that you're having to do some research into in order to advance yourself. But it does seem like in Empress mode, you're working on what's needed to get your life in order. And the anxiety might be coming because it seems like it's not, right? Hanged Man energy. You've put in a lot of work. Some of you guys could even be working on nesting and getting your home space set up to have a family, or for those of you with kids to work with the family, things like that. And for some of you guys, maybe it even calms your nerves to get to do that, right? If you're like, okay, I'm going to hop online and watch a video about a car for 20 minutes and you just zone out, or I'm going to watch a video about feng shui and how to decorate a room in my home. That's cool. It's like your own little form of meditation is learning, right? Like you like watching a documentary because it relaxes you, right? Anybody else would be like, oh my God, that's boring. Let's watch a fun movie. And you're like, this is fun. What's your problem, right? It's like you're making some time for you right now, but there's still anxiety coming in because things are taking a long time to get everything in order. Might have you feeling like you're running around with a chicken with your head cut off, okay? But the Empress card shows everything that's going on is amplifying you. And meanwhile, your heart chakra is opening up. So if you also, on top of the anxiety, start feeling a little bit emotional in the week ahead, the nose knows, and my nose is itching, it tells me your heart chakra is starting to open up and energize, okay? Because you're getting ready for love, all right? Somebody's coming your way, and you spiritually are tuned into it, okay? And so that's why your heart's going to start being like, I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling nervous. Like, I'm getting jittery. Like, hold on a second. I don't know if I'm ready yet. I might need another job, or I need a side hustle. I got to get the bills in order. I haven't purchased my car yet. The lease is coming due. Hold on. And God's like, can't fight fate. There's love coming your way. If you've been thinking about your person more than usual lately, you got a pretty good idea of who's coming your way already. Tell you what. And you are Aquarius. You are a cool hybrid of air and water energy. I always have looked at you a little bit like the air signs Cancer. Totally. Okay, let's get into their vibes, shall we? Because if you're picking up energies off of them, I got a feeling they're going to be more emotional than you right now. Okay, all right, give me their person's energies. Here we go. Now remember, past, present, or future does not matter. Judgment-free zone. You are allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want. My title here is just Tarot Reader, not Tarot tell you what to do. And your person wants to marry you. Okay, reading's over. Have a good day. No, I'm just Four of Wands on the Three of Cups is what told me that, though. The wedding at Cana and something that comes in that you can celebrate. I have two cards of marriage and union right here. So single Aquarius is not going to have that problem much longer. Even the Aquarius that's here going, I am single, but what's the problem? Well, then in that case, this might become the problem. I don't know. Anyhow, but yeah. Oh, even my single Aquarians, like the ones that are here to just see what's going on with a person or check in, you're going to get more offers than just this one. You're going to, like, you might be at work and somebody asks you out. You go to pick up your coffee and somebody asks you out. Even my guys, we're in Sadie Hawkins energy, male Aquarians. The girls, all that women's empowerment stuff, that was totally worth it, because now we're coming into Sadie Hawkins vibes where the girls are starting to make moves. It's like the 80s are coming back. Remember the 80s commercial? It's time for Marty to drink his Diet Coke. Hang tight, male Aquarians, or you might want to get your hair did. Leo Venus, hi. Some of you guys are dealing with a Leo. This person, you know how they, like, Two of Pentacles, it's like their depression seemed to always get in the way, and then they'd pawn it off on you, and you kind of became the energetical scapegoat. And even for some of you guys, the whole reason they scapegoated this energy, right? I'm pulling the vibes for some of you guys that, like, they were all in, or you guys were at one point, either you were married or you talked about it, but then they Two of Pentacles their way out of the situation, right? Every time it got intense, they got quiet. They're finna open up again. Seven of Cups on the Three of Pentacles shows that your guardian angels have been with them this whole time, kind of like showing them that you were the right choice, okay? Not even karma or anything getting played off, but it's the sheer fact that there's stuff happening in their lives that would have been perfect had you still been there. And so they're getting into this regretful vibe in the fact that they're like, why did all this not show up sooner? Okay. It's like the energy that you guys, like, a couple breaks up, right? And then afterwards, one of them is going around going, oh man, now it's October. We could be going on hay rides. We could be doing this. We could be doing that. Remember how they never wanted to do anything before? Now they, like, want to do a lot. Three of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups. They're coming up with multiple ideas and multiple ways to bring you guys back together. It's almost like they're trying to take over your reading a bit, or I got a feeling they might have discovered, like, law of attraction stuff in the meantime. All right. If you ever mentioned it to them, it's stuck, because they're manifesting you back in. All right. Explains why your heart chakra is opening, because this person's reaching out on their side of the fence being like, I really wish I could talk to Aquarius. I really want to make things good with Aquarius. And I did get the Four of Wands in every reading during the All Signs this week. If you missed it, it's available. But I knew we were talking twin flame vibes. So for some of you guys, your twin flame is getting ready to come back in. The energies of reunion are about you. And even for those of you that don't subscribe to the twin flame journey and just call it your ex or your person or whatever title you wish to put to it, they're planning to put a title to you. All right. They're going to ask you to take a title. All right. It's going to pick up. This is interesting. All right. I said we were going to use a stained glass tarot because it's what I use to set the image on TikTok. Could be dealing with an Aries or a Pisces. Could be Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Gemini so far that you're dealing with. And you or them could be born on the 12th or the 11th, the 3rd, the 2nd or the 4th, the 24th, the 30th. Ooh, look at a lot of repeating threes, 333. Some of you guys might find yourself getting up from dreams at 3:30 in the morning, or you're an early riser. Somebody might be a life path 33 or a life path 3. Ooh, 33. Welcome to Christ Consciousness. I'm Archer. I'll be your host today. The 7th, 17th, the 27th, the 23rd. That's it so far. All right, let's. Even the cards are like, yep, that's it, Archer. Keep going. King of Cups, the card of self-love, Pisces energy, clarifying Pisces energy. Some of you guys could be an Aqua Pisces cusper. A bit of this here with Saturn retrograding into Pisces. I think this is a bit of what's causing the reflectiveness. And also, some of you guys have some new signs happening. Okay, like we've been seeing repeating threes, get ready to see repeating fours. It's signs of a level up. Now, you do still have the Three of Swords heavy on your mind with the Three of Cups to the Death card. Okay, where like Three of Pentacles on the Three of Swords shows that because of what they put you through, it is kind of why you've been working so hard to change and reinvent yourself. All right, but now it's like you healed through the hurt on the King of Cups, and you've made it to that phase now that you're like getting yourself set up and back in order. That kind of makes sense why like you're not thinking about them a lot, but it's just getting ready to start happening. It's almost like God has thrown some distractions your way, right? Where all of a sudden now you're kind of like running around like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland of like, I got to get this stuff in order. I need to get my money right. I got to get work on track. I got to do this. And it's like, maybe you're sitting here feeling like you're just pouring yourself into your own work. But in reality, it's that you're actually preparing and you're getting ready for union to come in. The big cool part on this is even for my single Aquarians, the whole reason that you're having this anxiety and almost the feelings that you have too many projects open and not enough completed is that you're actually getting ready for somebody to approach you. All right. Now, for my single Aquarians, it's somebody completely new. All right. Could be a digital connection or a meetup too. So this is somebody that's already browsing through or resides in your friends list or your friend zone, maybe even your followers lists. Four of Swords on the Empress to the Strength card. And then for my Aquariuses that are waiting for someone to return, okay, because they're awoke, they're coming into manifestation energies where we have a divine masculine, even for my male Aquarians, a feminine that was in like an unawoke masculine energy, right? Bit of a female, without throwing the word around, a bit of a female narcissist vibe. You got a person that's awoke, okay? And because they've been on this journey, a dark night of the soul and everything else that goes along with a Four of Wands, Three of Cups journey, it's why they've discovered things like law of attraction, manifesting. They might just be Nine of Wands praying. Old school, praying to God, doing some Hail Marys, doing some Our Fathers, and being like, please let me and Aquarius work out. And without realizing it, they genuinely mean the prayers. And God's like, whoa. And God's bringing like the changes coming in on your side of the fence or because you guys are feeling their energy. Okay. One way or another, you're being lined up and prepared to be ready to have somebody with you, okay? Strength card on the Empress, and that's a double confirmation. When I have repeating cards like this, that's God telling me to look a little deeper, scry into that card a little more, Archer, because you missed a little something on this one. I am being told to tell you the budget will balance out. Those of you that might be either living paycheck to paycheck or saving up for a big purchase or something, maybe some of you guys have even had to dip into savings a little bit for those of you that have savings, right, with the way the world economy is going. But like maybe even I'm seeing like a GoFundMe or something like this. Additional money is going to show up unexpectedly, okay? Maybe even just like a rebate or a refund check or something. Some of you guys might have put in certain things on your PTOs or your time slips and found out you didn't credit yourself right. And they're like, by the way, you took off 3 days, not 3 hours. And you're like, oops. And they're like, yeah, it's okay. Here's your money back. And you're like, wow, okay. The neat thing on it, though, is that for some of you guys, actually, there might be like, you know that one weird relative, the one that like always forgets when your birthday season is, right? Especially for those of you that might be born around like Valentine's Day, because that always throws everybody off. They're like, wait, Valentine's Day is an Aquarius season, not Pisces season? It's like, no, it's Aquarius season on February 14th. Whoa. See, you guys are the world's best kept secret that you really all are about love. You know what I mean? So you guys are actually Valentine's Day babies. That's cool. But Now, the thing about this here is that that weird relative that always does forget might send you something, a check or a bonus, like a holiday or something like that, okay? So just so you know, something weird shows up in the mail that at first you're like, wait, this like checks in the, who writes checks anymore? Seriously. Actually, I do for a couple things. It's cool. But anyhow, yeah, it's like the checks in the mail I keep hearing, all right? And the one thing I am seeing for those of you that might be considering a job change, or with this Page of Swords, maybe you're even going back to school for a job change because you want to better your career or level up in some way or possibly change completely. I do see on this one, maybe some of you guys are like wanting to become like a nurse, like for like nursing or nursing exams or real estate or something. You know what I mean? What I'm seeing on that one though is that there's some changes that'll be guided through in your calendar that you have to consider that'll pay off long-term for you in it. Might even be a little bit of like financial aid or help and assistance that comes in to get you. Could even be from work for those of you who just want to elevate. Maybe it's work-related training. All right. Have a good one, Blue. We see you later. Some of you guys might have some strong Libra or Taurus even in your chart that seems to be amplified right now. So I'm going to get into the love department because I mentioned this like a couple readings earlier, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, maybe even that early. But I knew there was some kind of a planetary position that I was missing out on that was a big factor to this love change. Almost like if you've been feeling like it's a Mercury retrograde lately, it's Venus. It's what Venus is up to right now. All right. Libra Taurus energy on that one. And you're a part of it with 2 Empress cards because that is Libra Taurus energy. So that's telling me you are a part of this, of the movements of Venus. So let's see what's up with the love department. Queen of Cups. And the Hermit card, Cancer, Virgo energy. So they love you, but they fear they might have fallen in love with you too late. It's been a while, hasn't it? This hasn't gotten out the ground in a while. Because I mean, it's enough time that you've just been focusing on you and doing your best self. They're just really fearful about the decision that they made because they know how wrong it is. 4 of Wands. Definitely some twin flame vibes off this. All right. Leo energy, Virgo, strong Leo, Virgo vibes. 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, it's literally their own free will that they're choosing to reach back out and come your way because they want to be with you. 3 of Cups. Strong twin flame vibes with the 4 of Wands. And even if it's not a twin flame vibe, like even my single Aquarius is, this is union. This is somebody that you meet in the next week or two that literally long-term, you guys wind up getting married. You might not know it in the beginning, right? Like, well, it just gets off the ground. But then like 6 months from now, you'll know. 12 months from now, you'll be engaged. And boom, 2026 is your year of marriage, okay? Now, it actually works that way out, even though for those of you that are returning too. It's like the Aquarians are coming into an energy that like, it's like a storm, impending storm watch. Some of y'all, you or your person's name might even be on the storm list or the hurricane list, tropical storm list, right? But it's that the energies around are right, that if free will doesn't get in the way, it's cuffing season. It's hitching season, right? Time to start mating up and getting into your pumpkin spice. This person's depression seemed like it was what dragged you down, though, 7 of Wands. And the 9 of Pentacles, though, they're dealing with someone's, like, they're dealing with, like, some shame right now for what they put you through. 9 of Pentacles shows they're in a single energy. So even for those of you that have thought they've long since moved on or gotten married or whatever, they're in a single vibes coming up in the week ahead. 8 of Pentacles, the now, geez almighty, you guys are doing the same thing behind each other's backs. In the fact that you're both just focusing on your work. 8 of Pentacles. Some of you guys might even work together for my single Aquariuses, or you're in the same type of an industry. But on the 9 of Wands, they self-sabotage this. Sagittarius. Which is why they left you feeling like you were stuck in a situationship, even if you were married. For some of you guys, they had a work wife or a work husband that was, yeah, you know where that went with the 3 of Swords on your mind, okay? But that, for a small percentage of you, and I'm not calling it out, that's if you already have it confirmed, okay? They're privately behind the scenes taking accountability for their actions and what they did to derail this, though. For some of you guys, their posts online have gone quiet. They don't post very much or do anything. And the little bit they do post might be just inane memes and stuff like that. It's very rare to see a photo of them or them doing anything. But the little bits they do, they're doing it to try to get your attention. Like, I'm going to post this, Hopefully Aquarius sees it and knows I'm thinking about them. So it is a little bit of them thinking you can read their minds, but you are here, so you're already a little gifted or intuitive. Some of you guys might even have your own tarot deck, but it's like they think what they're doing is getting your attention. Well, I mean, you've noticed it, so I guess kind of. Six of Swords into the Nine of Cups. So they are starting to see things in a different perspective, and they have made it into magician energy. That's why it's freaking you out, because they're calling you in. They found it. It might just have popped in their cell phone on their TikTok feed, right? I don't know why, but I'm seeing that. I'm seeing the sequel to Alice in Wonderland. Or was that a prequel? I know I'm talking about the social media app TikTok. Some of you guys might be a social media creator, or they are. But I'm seeing that it was the second Wizard of Oz with TikTok. And I'll bet you when they made that movie, they did not realize what that little golden weeble wobble looking character guy would really mean when he kept walking on TikTok. And look, right? I wonder if the people that made that movie get any credit for the app. Interesting. Somebody here might be designing or building an app. Are you in IT? Or are you making your own app or something? If not, you might want to. Just a suggestion. We were talking business for you, so why not? I'll throw it out there. They're totally doing what they're doing for your attention. Even for those of you that it's been a long time on this, you're like, why in the world did I even feel like checking up on them? Why was I thinking about them? Then you look at their posts, and then you're like, wait a second. Yup. So they've even been on TikTok on there, and like they're getting those, you know, those things that drive you crazy, where it's like, here's the initial of your soulmate, and you got to wait 3 minutes while the thing draws. It's where you can hold it down, or I just look in the comments to see what letter. They're getting that too, and it keeps popping up with your first initial, and it's freaking them out, which makes them miss you and calling you back in, and they're manifesting you with the Magician. You're feeling some type of way because you're the manifestee. 10 of Pentacles, though, shows that it's meant to be. It'll work out. So, like, don't be feeling like, oh, how dare they manifest me? I didn't give permission for that. Actually, you did. It's in your soul's blueprint at the beginning, before you even got here. Because before we come into this lifetime, we get to see the whole thing that plays out. Then we get Men in Black flashy thingy before we're born. All right? And so that's a big part of this, right? Is that you guys are supposed to go through this exactly like this. So it was when you clicked accept, when God and St. Peter are like, you sure you want to be an Aquarius this time around? Aquarius gets a bum rap, and you're like, yep, I'm down. Let's do it. All right, you clicked accept. But that also means they clicked accept too, which means they're going through this dark night of the soul, and they're transforming, and that they're calling you back in. 5 of Cups, they miss you. Whenever the 5 of Cups shows up, I just instantly hear that they miss you. Judgment to the Knight of Wands. Leo shows up, along with Cancer and Capricorn, Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. God wouldn't let this person start trying to call you back in, which is why that it's been quiet in your head for a while. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, they're back in your mind. It's because you're getting ready to come back into your life. But 6 of Swords on the 9 of Cups, God would not let them return until they were in the right energy. If it had happened one moment sooner than this, it wouldn't have worked out. You either wouldn't have been thinking about them yet because they weren't that far along in their journey, or they wouldn't have been this awoke yet and would come back acting like they did before. Here's the wild part, is they're kind of a little early in their journey, so they might show up with like a trunk load of like tarot decks and crystals and pendulums and those weird little bar thingies that really don't do anything except respond to how your hands shake while you're holding them. And it's a thing. I love those things. Anyways, everybody gets to do what they want. I'm sure the people that use those poll thingies look at this and go, what are they doing with playing cards? It doesn't do anything. Anyways, so yeah, you're going to be kind of shocked. This person's at that stage where they've kind of like, they buried themselves in a spending spree on spiritual stuff. Even for my female Aquariuses, this person is awakening. And plot twist. For those of you that it is a single and it's somebody new that shows up, remember, this is what they're going through, which means they're breaking up with somebody that is taking them down a spiritual road, that has got them developing their gifts, calling you in, because this person, they've chosen a new person. You meet them, and you're like, hi, I'm an Aquarius. What's your sign? And they're like, birth date, birth time, here's the location, here's a tarot deck, here's my birth chart, here's Synastry app, map, chapter. And you're like, whoa. All right? So you're actually going to come into somebody rather spiritual. All right? And it might take a second to get off the ground while they're trying to suss you out. That's why for my people dealing with a past person, they're making those weird little awkward 1E, 2Z posts. Okay? Page of Pentacles, though, and the Five of Cups, it comes out of that place of lack in the fact that they regret making the wrong decision when they were unawoke. Because, see, some of you guys, this person is actually in your class, I was just told. That might be for the singles. I don't know. But you both have learned your lessons on the Page of Swords. So there's an upcoming conversation coming in here between the two of you that'll allow you both to express your feelings for each other to get this thing moving and take a fresh approach, right? Because even you're starting to get to the point that you're like, Archer, my work's going pretty good. Money's getting on track. I just got approved for the car loan. Where's my love? Right? And then all of a sudden this shows up. Well, some of you guys, the car salesperson will become your boo thing, you know? King Cups. But it literally shows up just the right time. So that's a good barrier, like a good like barrier or break point to put in, or a pinpoint, is that when the money gets on track, okay, or you get approved for a car loan or a new home, next thing is love, okay? So your signs will come to you through your day-to-day operations. Something gets completed, checked off your bucket list. It's one step closer to the love coming in. And the moment that you're like, oh my God, I actually don't mind my job. Whoa. That's about when you get a text message or you walk into the store and the new person kind of like hits you up, flags you down, even my male Aquarians, right? Or the past person reaches out. It's because that was one of the big things that got in the way of everything, right? They were so trying to prove themselves when they didn't have a lot. Their ego was writing checks their body couldn't cash. You know what I mean? Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Third time's the charm. With the King of Swords. They're slow to proceed, but they've already been thinking about this, okay? This is going to, like, let you guys take a fresh approach to this because it didn't get off the ground right before. Literally, we got to start again, Ace of Pentacles. But that's a message coming in to be delivered to you. And remember, the Knight of Pentacles is the one that delivers the Ace of Pentacles. That tells me, for those of you that are like, hey, my person is a Knight of Pentacles, in the week ahead, they're getting ready to show up because the aces represent ones for me. And 1 week is the timeline I'm pulling off of this. Hey, Hunter, what's up? Hey, Heather. So I like the vibes off of this and the fact that you're both going to be a little bit guarded from a result of your past hurts, but you're going to overcome this and get things off the ground properly and get out of the old repetitive cycle that you've been in. Regardless of whether it's with this person or they are indeed a new person entering, it gets you out of a cycle you felt stuck in for a very long time, which that could be what you guys have been learning how to get out of, which calls in the new person or calls the past person back. So yeah, because you guys are already in the new cycle and just adjusting to doing things differently than you had before. This is a big lesson in communication and vulnerability. You guys will pass it with flying colors. It's getting ready to take off. Page of Swords and the Page of Swords. You guys are both online stalking each other a lot. All right, judgment free zone. You guys literally cancel each other out. They're checking your stuff. You're checking. Yeah, I could be reading for like a celebrity couple or a future celeb couple. Maybe you guys are in Hollywood or content creators or something. I love LA, right? But whatever it is, Page of Swords, you guys are just straight up watching each other. Aquarius, I love this for you because you know what? You guys are already a thing. Even my single Aquariuses, I already see your incoming energy and you're going to love it. And my past Aquariuses, you're going to love the changes. You guys are already watching each other. It's hilarious. I love it for you guys. Just kiss and make up already. Or kiss and say hello. Well, no, that's not how you start a conversation. If it's a new person, don't walk up and just be like, hi. Aquarius, claim this thing down in the comments so we can manifest it for you. Even if you just want to leave an emoji, no problema. And remember, hype and like the reading too. Please subscribe, be a part of the fam. We are still working to manifest 100,000 subscribers for Christmas so that we get a free super chats for all you guys. So check it out, subscribe and be a part of the fam. And remember, this will resonate to any placement of Aquarius in your chart because you're not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. All parts of your charts are what makes you so awesome that you are a hybrid air water sign, the water bearer. That's why I would hang out with an Aquarius any day. All right, y'all. Until next time, I'll see you then. All right, peace and love. You see this Buddha squirrel? They are both Page of Swords in each other. I'm just showing him. They're watching their social.